What's up, party people? Let's wrap up week 3, Monday Night Football. Dolphins at Bills. Dolphins surprising 2-0. Bills surprising 0-2. A lot of that has to do with playbooks. Let's talk about playbooks. Offensively, both these teams are about to have their playbooks banned. They don't rush the ball enough. They hardly rush the ball for over double digits. Can't have that. That's also why this game is picking up right now. Generally, games go 50 minutes long. This game goes over an hour, so I had to cut it down to keep it under an hour. For one of these games to have a record time over an hour and not go to overtime is a testament to how many times these teams threw this game and have thrown all season. So their playbook's going to get banned offensively for sure. And before we jump into this one, I'd like to point out, in honor of Cooper DeJean catching an alley-oop dunk from Saquon Barkley, I am wearing the exciting white sweatshirt. He also beat the rest of the Eagles in a three-point contest and knockout. If you haven't seen the dunk, I highly recommend you go check that out on Eagles social media. Other than that, let's go Birds. Let's enjoy this game, and let's wrap up week 3. Thank you for watching. Enjoy.
To go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
We both could get the sense from talking to him this week leading up to today's game, Mike, just the amount of pressure he felt that was on his shoulders. And frankly, in the entire locker room, they need to get their first win. When you study NFL history, starting a season 0-3, not many teams have ever made the playoffs in the Super Bowl era, only 6. So if they want to get a chance to find themselves in the playoff hunt, if they just want to get their season on track, a win today is going to go a long way.
On second down, Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. To throw again, it's Allen. Looking middle, he's got it complete to Coleman. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains.
Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And this is taken in by the defense. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumbles recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs. But he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
The Dolphins offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Alexander Madison. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
2 and now on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The Bills offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in this.
A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Ifeatu Melifonwu. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
That's taken in by Achane. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Man in motion here is Washington. He'll get this out wide. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 36 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Westbrook-Akine motioning here. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. Now he'll run.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Now Tua. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. So on 4th down, the Dolphins turn to Jason Sanders for the field goal try. No issues there. This one is good. And the Dolphins will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Coleman. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Slot man in motion left. From the shotgun, it's Allen. They go right back to Coleman. He's got it again. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Now Allen on first down. That's taken in by Shakir. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard. Throwing again, it's Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Josh Allen on the bootleg. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
On the ground, this is James Cook. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. From the gun, it's Allen. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but he has the first down inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Out of the gun, here's Allen. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. 2 incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal. Allen going to throw again. The throw on the run is complete. And this defense going to get to him at the 3-yard line, bringing up 4th down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills will tie the game at 3 apiece.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Off play action. It's Tua. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. Throwing is Tua. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
You know, the reality is a lot of times bubble screens are just added on to a traditional run, and you're saying to the quarterback, don't hand the ball off if you don't think it's a good look. But what you're not counting for is that he decides to throw it out to the bubble, and you end up losing yardage.
Now it's Tua. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he's on to punt for Miami. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Bills offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe? Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. A pass caught right side by Coleman. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll get about 5. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's complete to Coleman. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. A run out of the gun with Cook. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Allen. This one caught at the 4. And he goes out of bounds at the 3. And from there, it's going to be 1st and goal. Allen. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo. His first touchdown of the new campaign. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, Malik Washington. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. In motion, it's Waddle. Throwing on third down, Tungo Vailoa. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here's their punter now. He's on to punt it for the fourth time tonight. This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Bills offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. The tight end Kincaid in motion. They'll run right here with Cook. The defense stringing him out. No gain back to the original line of scrimmage.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Automatic first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Allen. There's that man again. Another catch.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. They get 24 on that one. First down, Buffalo.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. They'll throw on first down with Allen. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down. Now Allen. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. 3rd and a yard. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 3rd and 1, it's Allen. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Dolphins offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They're in a 10-point hole. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with first down. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. Here's Tagovailoa. Down the field, he's got Washington. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. They get 20 on the connection. First down, Miami.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open.
And he's in! Nick Westbrook-Akine. Touchdown, Miami.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. It's up and through. And the Dolphins are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. In motion, Shakir. From the gun, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Bills bringing on the punt team. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! Set to go now on first and 10. To throw is Tua. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. In motion, it's Waddle. Here's Tua. It is caught. It is Westbrook-Akine. And he's taken down up past the 35. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Throwing is Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. Here's the punter now, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So, we have hit halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He was on point, throwing a touchdown pass to help his guys take the lead into the break.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, here comes a return from the 3. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills offense, and Josh Allen head back onto the field. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Now Allen on first down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's got his man, that's Coleman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. They run out of the gun. It's Cook. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. And some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay.
Offense. Still third down.
So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-point game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Tua now on first down. This one pulled in by Westbrook-Akine. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. They'll run here with Madison. Powerful running there, stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Tua gonna throw. And that's gonna be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll motion the tight end Smith. Tua now on 3rd down. That is caught by Washington. That one good for 18 yards and to the 18-yard line.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Tua gonna give it to Achane. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Malik Washington. Touchdown, Dolphins.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball, and that's what he's done in this one. On 1st down, it's Allen. This one complete to Palmer. They put a receiver in motion to the left. On the handoff, this is Cook. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll set up the screen to Cook. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers and secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Westbrook-Akine motioning here. Oh, a wide open receiver. It's Smith. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Here's 1st and 10. Westbrook-Akine motioning here. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. To the air again, Tagovailoa. That's taken in left side by Smith. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He's got a man, Westbrook-Akine. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Mike, you know what we used to call those plays? No, 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 yes. Because that's exactly what was going through the mind of the coach on the sideline when the quarterback decided to throw that ball into really tight coverage.
In motion, it's Waddle. Off play action, it's Tua. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Play action, Tagovailoa. It is brought in the end zone. Malik Washington. Touchdown, Miami. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. The throw on the run is complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing is Allen. He'll air one out for Palmer. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa making their way back out. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Westbrook-Akine motioning here. Fake the handoff. Now Tua sending it deep for Waddle. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Tua. Open man is Smith. He's got him. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll tuck it and take off. 25 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Tua. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Jalen Waddle, the intended target. It's 2nd down. Westbrook-Akine motioning here. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. The speed on display. He's in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. And another score puts them in great shape here in the 4th quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. And barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, they're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start. And this is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good position.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The home team's offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. Right side, hauled in by Samuel.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. Looking middle, he's got to complete to Coleman. That's a dozen. Catch number 12 and a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw again, it's Allen. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Here's a 2nd and 9. In motion, Shakir. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. There's that man again. Another catch. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. To throw is Allen. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete. It came up a little bit short there on 3rd down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in 4-down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores. You cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills are able to edge a bit closer. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Washington now to return it. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And they are really playing well here to start September, aren't they? On their way to 3-0 as they look to finish this one off. Now a 1st down throw for Tua. To the outside, he's got Waddle.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
He'll get this out to the left flat, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll run up the middle. It's Madison. Yards are hard to come by there. They'll work it down to the 37-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Again, it's Madison. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. On third down, they'll go with Achane. And you'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. This offense making its way back on the field, led by their wide receiver. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer. They'll drop to throw. And taken in by Shakir. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
This is a tough spot. Third down and 10. Again, it's Allen to the air. This one complete to Palmer. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth. One more time going up top with Allen. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's first down. Throwing again, it's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task.
And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on fourth down. He ends up taking the sack, and now your drive is over.
So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.